So, daily C of this week. I need to make my review. I need to say my opinion. Because in the YouTube, you can see a lot of opinions, but no one say the truth. Always everyone take things for granted. What we have here this week, for the longest race of the dailies, we have a 10 laps race at Suzuka with medium tires only and one pit stop mandatory. Okay, 10 laps. What this make the race? This make the race a long, painful, low quality sprint and nothing more. Long, painful, low quality sprint. You just start the race fighting the understeer. The understeer in this track with mediums is, and with group 3 cars, is incredible. I cannot race personally understeer cars. So you fight the understeer, and the best strategy is just to pit on lap 5, change tires, and continue the race to the end. It have a custom slipstream, but from my experiences, it is not so. The effect is not so big. So I try to my first 2 laps races. Sorry, I try to pit without change tires, even in the first lap. You can do this, but you will not gain anything. I was losing too much time. I was after lap 5. I was 1.5 seconds slower from my fastest lap. So in 5 or 6 laps, I lost almost 10 seconds. Almost 8 to 10 seconds. In a normal condition, about 7 seconds. So if you pit and change tires and you lose 3 seconds, you are in a better place. So this race, I was expecting to have a weather. After the 2 first races, I didn't see any type of weather patterns. So I think this will not have a rain in any races, except if they change their mind in polyphony. I don't know. But now, like it is, this race, it's absolutely nothing. The first race, this race, had clean drivers inside, and because it's the first race, the drivers didn't know how to exactly race on the limit. So it was an enjoyment, and I enjoy this race, except one instant with the player I'll talk about in my other video. So one more time, for the past 2 years and a half, almost 2 years and a half, we get a long sprint, low quality, with no strategy. This is not strategy for me. This is very low quality strategy. They think this is strategy. This is the base for strategy. It's nothing. This is nothing. For 2.5 years, we are getting the same low quality long sprint. Sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's better, but every time it's low quality. Never high quality race. the past 2.5 years. I remember we had one daily C almost three years ago here with Group 3 cars. It was, I think, 20 laps or 22 laps, something like this. No weather. It doesn't have weather, but it was so nice. So nice. You can drive long. No stress about someone dive bomb you. No stress about going 110% on over the limit. You were best of going 95% of your limit, 90% of your limit. This type of races is stressing out the players. This type of races make players just dive bomb, crash everyone just to gain a place. This type of race is just like the daily B, just 10 minutes long. They have the double duration. In the daily B is even worse. I will not even bother with daily B. In daily B and this one and the daily A, the player just go to the battle. They do not race, they are battling. They are not driving cars, they are controlling projectiles. And they use them to crash someone else to pass if they cannot pass him in a normal way. Gran Turismo, we will not see this on 7. Gran Turismo 8 needs desperately needs a long race, a real long race, like 45 minutes and up. 45 minutes, they can do 45 minutes in 1 week, they can do 1 hour in the other week, they can do 2 hours on the weekends, 2 hours race. They need to have heavy damage in that race, they need to have weather, they need to give players the tools to race like a real driver, not like a gamer on arcade game. Gran Turismo 7 now, I can describe it in 2 ways. Is the worst sim race game out there. PC, console, whatever, is the worst sim racer and is one of the best arcade race game. One of the best arcade and the worst sim race game. The worst. The options are here. It's already in the game. We have the opportunity to make, they have polyphony. They have already the opportunity to make a good daily. Now let's mention why they do not do it. Well, I saw on the Digit website the numbers of players. They are on the DR level, each DR level. A plus players are only the 1%. 1%. I am barely a plus player, barely, just keeping my A plus for now. I am in the 1% of the players. A players are, I think, the 3% of all the players. The biggest percent is daily is DRE. And another big percent is D, C, and B. B have many players. So what I believe? I believe Polyphony do not care about experienced players, because if you have A and A plus DR, that means you have plenty of experience. You race maybe years and every day, daily. So they do not care about us because we are just the 1%. And the worst thing is, inside that 1%, only few players care about doing a real race, a simulation race. Only few. Many A plus players and A players like the one in P5 you see here, are not real racers, are gamers. You will see in about a minute why. They are gamers. So those do not want a real condition race. They do not want heavy damage. They do not want long duration race. They are a lot in this 1%. So at the end, I think if we took all the players from A plus and from A that they wish to have a long duration race with heavy damage, we will see maybe we will be 0.5% of the Gran Turismo players on the dailies. So this is why Polyphony do not do it. This is why Polyphony is serving players like that in P5. Gamers that dive bombing like this. They go outside of the track to overtake, like I mentioned in my other video. I will upload, and that's it. So for me and players like me, this daily have nothing to offer. Nothing. But for those players, this daily is the perfect daily. They have the opportunity to dive bomb, push, crash, and at the end drag about. They are starting from last place and they are finished in P3. Well done. So I hope someone will see this video. I know a lot they have the same opinion. I don't know if they are in the 0.5% I said, but I have how do you say this? How can I say this? I believe if Polyphony Digital brings a daily D, a global daily maybe, like I have talked about, a global daily with a long duration, with A plus A and BDR, with SRS requirement to race. If they do this, I believe many players will join, because that race will be the best. Not from the start, not from the first race, not from the second week, the third week, but in some point, all players will like to join that race. And the players with low DR, they will race better to have the chance to race on that daily D or global daily. Because now, honestly, the player number are too high on lower DR because I believe they do not race on dailies. They do not like to race on dailies. They do not like to race on dailies because of the players like those. They cannot race against players like those. But if they see in one daily, everyone race clean, nice, respectfully, they will join, they will race, and they will come to higher DR and race like that. And Gran Turismo have many things to gain about this, because now, after this, I will not race anymore. I will not race the rest of the week. I will just wait to the next week to see what the next daily will be. And unfortunately, will be a Group 4 car daily. I don't like the Group 4 car. I wish they had a normal road car instead of Group 4. Group 4 car are the worst cars in the Gran Turismo 7. One of the worst, anyway. So that's it. This is my review for this race. I hate this. It's horrible. For one more week. Short, understeer, dirty, no strategy, low quality. Goodbye.